Why hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as ScreenSpeak, and in today's video, this is my Skeleton Crew full season spoiler review, so without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, so in this video, as I said, this is a spoiler review, so back out now if you have not seen the entire season of Skeleton Crew. There's 8 episodes, the finale just finished, I just finished the season, and I'll be putting out this review, trying to think, probably next week. I mean, obviously you're watching this video already, but the video's out now, but maybe a week after the season's been out, or see what's today. I'll think about it. I'm not going to think about it in this video because then I'm going to waste your time. So, what did I think about the season? Well, I've been very mixed on, or very underwhelmed with how Star Wars has been. Now, many people can say, well, you know, many people like Star Wars is their favorite franchise. My favorite franchise is Marvel. I'm not here to rank my franchises. I should make another video about that. I did that already, but I should do it again. Realistically, though, Marvel is my favorite franchise. Star Wars is up there. DC, however, is getting back. It's another video for another time, but DC is getting back in the game. I'm excited to see James Gunn revisit rebrand the DC universe. Star Wars, however, has been very, excuse my French, has been very pissy, very piss poor on their products. Now, you could say the same for Marvel, but I think that Marvel has a bit. I like them because of their character roster, because of the unique stories that they tell. Like, Moon Knight's very underrated. I like Moon Knight. The Acolyte, like, Ahsoka could have been better. It would try to be too much Rebels and very not good storytelling. Some very good stuff with Ahsoka. There's some cool stuff. Obi-Wan disappointed me. Boba Fett was, like, dumb fun, but not good Star Wars writing. Mandalorian was ruined in Season 3. Andor's the best, but not... It's too adult and not enough, like, too just kind of boring for people that are looking for fun Star Wars. This, however, is the fun Star... Acolyte was the worst thing ever, even for me as someone that doesn't have Star Wars as their favorite franchise, but knows what Star Wars is. Acolyte was not it. So, we get Skeleton Crew. This is what Star Wars should be. However, not enough people watched it. I will recommend it to people. I know I have friends that watched it. I watched this with my dad. But there's not people out there that are going to say, oh, a new Star Wars show. That's pretty cool. But we just had one that was awful. So it's not like people are wanting to get on their couches every Tuesday night to watch Skeleton Crew. I know I did because I was really... The trailer looked really good. But I know... The funny thing is, people also were just out there to hate watch this show. Which, if you're going to do that, don't watch the dang show. But whatever, I can't rant about that now. I already did that on a separate video. So, I thought this show was great. However many people watched it or didn't watch it, that's a statistic thing I don't need to do. But Skeleton Crew is great. It's basically like a nostalgia recreation of Goonies, E.T. in space. Now, if you remember, there's a movie called Treasure Planet, which a lot of people want to be made into a live-action Disney film. Now, you can be whatever. I am excited about a couple live-action films this year. But Treasure Planet live-action would be really cool. But this is kind of the Star Wars take on, like, Treasure Planet, E.T. Goonies mixed into that Star Wars world, and it's really cool. These 4 kids, as you see here, go off into space and on an adventure, but they accidentally go on the adventure though. They're on an adventure and they meet this guy who they're not sure who they can trust, if they can trust him. He says he's a Jedi. They can get him, that he can take him home, and on the way though, he's a pirate. It's played by Jude Law. Jude Law, and the droid SM-33 is Nick Frost, kind of like the Smee type character, Captain Smee from Peter Pan, and it's great. All the acting is great. The kids here do a great job. I watched some interviews on YouTube with them. They're great. Nothing is bad, but getting to the finale, I'm not quite sure Jude Law's point. Like, I think he was just trying to take over the world at Aten, and that Aten is a very mysterious planet. But I do like, I'm kind of skipping along to the finale here. I do like along the way though, like the pirates invasion at the end here, the final episode. I do love all the directors as well. Kind of skipped through my review there. I love all the directors that worked on, like John Watts did the first and last episode. There was the Twisters director, Lee Isaac Chung, or Isaac Lee Chung, one of those. Bryce Dallas Howard did an episode. There was the Thunderbolts director. I forget what his name is, but there's the Thunderbolts director that's coming out this year, Marvel's Thunderbolts. So I'm looking forward to that movie after seeing that. And there was another director. There's the Twisters guy. There was Thunderbolts. There's John Watts, Bryce Dallas Howard, and another one that was really good. The Daniels, who did Everything Everywhere All at Once. Jake Schreier is the Lee Isaac Chung is what I said. Jake Schreier is the Thunderbolts director. Like I said, John Watts, David Lowery, who did Something or Other, which is pretty good. Let me look him up real quick. No. David Lowery. Oh, he did Pete's Dragon and Peter Pan and Wendy. Funny enough, it feels pretty good that David Lowery did this because he did Peter Pan and Wendy. Not a great movie by any stretch, but Jude Law was in that, so he worked with Jude Law, and he also had a realm with Smee that he knows with the pirate feel. So I feel like that guy to do one of these episodes was very good in my interpretation. So there's that for you. I don't like Peter Pan and Wendy. I watched it and I was like, okay, I actually do. David Lowery did do Pete's Dragon, so that little bit of nugget of information is quite cool. But beyond that, Peter Pan and Wendy's not great. But this, however, for him to do this is great. And this pirate, I like the double name, the double meaning of Skeleton Crew, meaning the Skeleton Crew group, as well as the pirate skeleton wordplay there. I like it a lot, and I love this story. Just these kids bonding from, like, not knowing each other, these two girls and these two boys meeting, going off on this adventure, meeting Jod, and then the finale is very cool. Like, the setup there, like, oh, this guy who, he reveals that a Jedi saw him in a hole, living in a hole, and then he got the lightsaber, apparently had the Force. That never made sense to me. He had the Force. Did he have any training? I would have liked to know why, though. I think that's one of my negatives on this, is I wanted to know more backstory on Jod. Why did he have the Force? If he's really a pirate, why did he have the Force? If a Jedi saw him, did he go train with them? I understand he has a lightsaber, that all the Jedi are gone, or whatever. I'm just a little confused. So whatever. But the final episode, the finale with all the pirate invasion, the speeder bike chase with the dad and the friends, all was great. And I was eating it up, and John Watts did a great job directing it. But I think another thing about this show, like I said, the way they concluded the show was great, and the X-Wings coming in, because Kim, the Owl Woman, who's played by a girl who is in Blink Twice. If you haven't seen the movie Blink Twice, the freckled girl who's also in the To-Do List, which is a very the To-Do List is a very not niche film, but you know who I'm talking about if you've seen Blink Twice. But she plays the Owl Woman in this, that sent out the X-Wings in the finale, in the third episode, in the finale. I think it was the third episode in the finale. So, the thing about the show I like is the fact that the directing, they seemed like they knew what they were doing. It wasn't just a scenario like Acolyte, like, let's make this super, let's have an agenda, or let's have the most stupid writing possible. Let's have a character, for instance, The Matrix. Let's get the actress from The Matrix. Then let's kill her off in the first 5 minutes. That's some great marketing, guys. It's like, what? No. You use the characters like in Skeleton Crew. Perfect. So yeah, this show just knew what they were doing with the characters, the writing, the story, the directing, all of it. And oh, can we talk about the music though? Can we talk about the music? That's normally what I do first thing, and I just I went on a whim. By the way, I just did it on a whim because that's the main character's name, or the main kid's name, one of the male kid. Oh, and Neil looks like Max Rebo, but it's not the same race, by the way. But I love Neil is played by the actor, the kid who was in Dear Santa. If you didn't see Dear Santa last year, it had Jack Black in it and had that kid in it, and I laughed at it, but not a lot of people didn't get good reviews. So anyway, the music. There is, in the trailer, there's a song called Major Tom. Major Tom is a great song. But then they have the lyrics sung in Huttese, the Jabba the Hutt language, and it's a great video. Go look it up. It's incredible. I love it. And Mick Giacchino, the son of Michael Giacchino, doing this, coming off of Penguin. He did Zootopia shorts, the Zootopia Plus shorts on Disney Plus. Great, by the way. They're great shorts. And I can't wait for Zootopia 2. I don't know if who's doing the score, if Michael Giacchino or Mick Giacchino is doing Zootopia 2, but regardless, I love him. Him and his son, like, Michael Giacchino is my second favorite composer, but Mick is good as well. From the Penguin theme and soundtrack to this, like, I ate up every moment of this show, including the music, because I was desperate. I was like, you mess up the music in this, and it's gone. You mess up the music. Oh, there was something the other day that I said, if you mess up the music in Captain America 4, I will riot, because they're not using, the problem is they're not using the Henry Jackman, like, spy element. Now, I don't know, I haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't listened to the soundtrack yet. But when you don't have someone that I really like Alan Silvestri, the first Captain America, I'm getting off track of Skeleton Crew, I'm really sorry. But, like, I love that this music felt good, and it felt like Star Wars. It felt like Kevin Kiner's Clone Wars era stuff. So, like, you can't ruin music for me, and this didn't ruin it. So, there's lots of good stuff here. The only nitpick I have, lots of everything was good. Everything here was good all around, but, like, the acting, the actors, the acting, the characters, the writing, the directing, the story, the music, the world, it felt like a Star Wars world. They're going to planets. God almighty. It was like, hey, listen, let's have a show about... Now, I guess they went to planets and Acolyte, but I don't know. It felt so dumb. Like, let's burn down this rock palace. Let's have a flashback 3 times. It's like, what are you... What? Never mind. And this show had it all, except I wish it had a little bit more backstory on Jod. They did a lot of great stuff. I love the pirates, and I loved all of it. And the main... There was one pirate guy that got... Well, there was one guy... The pirates reminded me of Ravagers from Guardians of the Galaxy. And then they killed one dude. I was like, kind of like Taserface. Chuckles. There was one pirate that was from Mandalorian Season 3. It was really cool in Mando Season 3, but the rest of Mando Season 3 was kind of meh. But yeah, a little bit more backstory on Jod. Like, they're doing a lot of this stuff with the kids, and I was like, okay, but who is he really? He has a lightsaber, he has the Force, and why? We don't still know. Now, I'm not as upset at the end of this season. I don't think we're getting a season 2. I surely doubt it. It felt very contained, and I don't mind. I'm not saying I wouldn't want there to be a season 2. I just don't know what they would do in it. I feel like this, I'd watch a season 2 over Agatha, but there's 2 separate franchises, and I get it. I had a train of thought, and I don't remember what it was. You wonder what I was going to say. but I just wish, like, they left it, like, they showed more about Jod's character. A lot of good stuff all around with that. I mean, the way the series ended, I liked it. Like, I was happy at the end. I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't really... that's the thing I was going to say. Is I wasn't as enraged, like, at the end of... at the end of The Bad Batch. That's just what I was going to say. At the end of Bad Batch, Season 2, I got very angry, and I went to watch Rebels, and I was like, I didn't like Sid, I didn't like Tech-Dine. And at the end of Season 3 of The Bad Batch, I was like, what was this show even about? This show, I'm not like that at all. Like, they fully concluded what they wanted to tell. I got it. But I wish I knew more about Jod. But that doesn't make me frustrated. Like, I'm not like, oh, it's not like with Omega, like, I still don't understand what the end count was. It's just like, I wish I knew a little bit more. Like, I understood him as a character, and his motivations, and that he didn't fulfill his evil goal. But I wish I knew a little bit more about why he had the Force. What his... Like he was a cool villain, but like, okay, he was a cool character, but like just a tiny bit more. But that doesn't ruin the show. I think the show, for me, at the end of the day, was a 9 out of 10 deserved. Acolyte was so bad, and this show was so much more fun for what Star Wars should be. And to me, this deserves a 9 out of 10. That's my rating. I am kind of iffy on Andor Season 2 coming this April. I'm going to be watching it, but at the end of Andor Season 1, I felt like that was a cool show, but I just don't remember the statistics and the actual, like, ratings of that show. But this show needs to be watched. Skeleton Crew is a must-watch. 9 out of 10 for me. That's just me. Let me know if you've seen it down in the comment section below. We just need more shows like this. I can't wait for Marvel this year, and it feels like, to me, I'm going to be experiencing the Marvel Cinematic Universe like this show. I feel like I'm going to have a lot more fun, like with this Spider-Man show coming up, Captain America, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, a lot, Ironheart. Just, I hope Ironheart is like this for Marvel, like just fun, and I can have fun again with MCU in 2025. So let me know if you agree with that statement. Let me know if you've seen Skeleton Crew, and if you haven't, please go watch it. It's so much fun. Anyway, it's just you'll have fun. It's for all ages. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me where you can on social media, Facebook, X, nowhere to be found. Discord, you can find that. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen. Peace, everyone. Bye.